Welcome back. Well, President Trump will deliver the commencement speech at the University of Alabama later today. It comes as the president is seeing an increase of Gen Z support this past election due to outreach efforts from younger influencers. Joining me right now is one of them. He is the RNC Youth Advisory Council chairman. He is author of One Generation Away. Brilyn Hollyhand back with me. Brilyn, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And I know you're going to be meeting President Trump before his speech. It is graduation season after all. What are you expecting?
Well, Maria, thanks so much for having me back. Happy Thursday. I know you had a great dinner with the president last night, and we're looking forward to catching up with him this evening as well. Listen, last November, 84 of the 88 major college campuses in America saw Gen Z shift to the right by 11 points. That is a double-digit shift to the right of the age group we were told was long gone and owned by the DNC. Maria, this isn't a fluke. This isn't an anomaly. This is a cultural shift towards common sense and a total rejection of radical woke left ideology. I think it says a lot about the president that the busiest man in the world is taking the time to fly to Sweet Home Alabama to speak tonight directly to the next generation of Americans, while other leaders are talking about Gen Z like we're a lost cause, and the left is over here teaching young people to hate America. President Trump is coming to remind us that we're worth fighting for. I'm super excited to talk to him again tonight.
Oh, he was so excited about it. I spoke with the president last night when I had dinner at the White House, and we're going to show you some pictures later in the show about that. But he had his speech in his pocket. He was talking about how eager he was to hear from students. And a poll from Yale University finds 18 to 21-year-olds are the most conservative members of Gen Z. But here's why Minnesota Governor Tim Walz thinks that they voted for Trump. Listen to this.
My 18-year-old son tells me, Dad, a lot of these people weren't voting on policy. It was just more fun to vote for Trump. Is there a certain percentage that has issues like misogyny and racism? Yes, and we can acknowledge that. But it's certainly not the vast majority that we should be getting. If I'm teaching a class and half the students don't get the content, then I probably haven't delivered it the right way.
Wait, what? Racism? I didn't understand that, but he said it was more fun than actual policy. But Brilyn, every time you've been on this show, all you talk about is policy.
Exactly. And it's the policy. That's exactly why Gen Z elected President Trump. Yeah, it was a lot more fun to vote for President Trump last November. It's been a lot more fun to have cheaper gas. It's been a lot more fun to be able to afford a home, to be able to afford to start a family, to have the American dream back, Maria. That is a lot more fun than what we saw for a long, dark 4 years with and Joe Biden in office. Listen, I'll just say that Tim Walz is the problem with the DNC. He's a problem with their party. He's inauthentic. He's out of touch. Tonight is the 5th time I've had the opportunity to meet one-on-one with President Trump. The last time we talked was the week before the election. And I told him then, I said, Mr. President, I believe you're going to win Gen Z because you're authentic. You're relatable. You're down to earth. You understand that, Maria. You've been around them. And you know I'm a huge history nerd. That famous Reagan quote is, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? The president said it a lot in the campaign trail. Today, we can simply ask Gen Z, are you better off than you were 100 days ago? And the answer is a resounding yes.
That is amazing. Brilyn, you know what? Policy can be fun too, right? If you're a geek like me or you, right? Policy is fun. Brilyn, thank you so much. Enjoy today to see President Trump and, of course, his commencement speech. We'll be right back. Stay with us. More on Mornings with Maria.